Greetings from me, Madam Sophia, the virtual promoter of the latest book on selling. I am pleased and honored to be appointed by author CTM Joseph as a presenter for his book, How to Use Tips and Techniques to Get More and Better Sales from Your Customers. In his own words, I am speaking on his behalf. Alright, thanks. Here goes, at last. An amazing sales after sales selling book revealed. The latest and greatest tips and techniques ever discovered. Do you want to turn your present knowledge and experience in sales into getting a steady and more income? If yeses, then this will be the most important book you'll ever have to read. First, the hard facts. Believe me, the results I'm sharing with you are not typical. Truly, I am willing to share the benefits of over 32 years in my selling arena to you. The system inside the book is a product of my actual work experiences and my academic learnings over these long years. The average person who buys how to info gets little to no results. Trust me, these are true world examples I use inside the book or from my work experience, combined with personal in-depth research and academic study. Similarly, your own amazing results will depend on your experience, your education and work ethics. In reality, all sales jobs entails risk, action, consistent effort. If you're looking for make easy and fast money without any work, do not buy this book. Truthfully, nothing in this book is easy. With that said, it's very simple. Let me show you. With our low price book, this is what you be getting. This is drastically different from anything you've ever read because it's a step-by-step guide to getting massive more sales after sales success, rather than a traditional book. The reason why it is because there's no fluff. It immediately gets down to the nitty-gritty, showing you exactly what to do, how to do it, and why. Plus, it's easy to read. At just 115 pages, you can read it in an afternoon. And you'll immediately get the entire sales after sales system. I personally use it to turn my own experience and channeled more business selling into two different segments. That is the consumers and business to business markets. Truthfully, success did not come like manna from heaven. At this point, most online gurus utter words about rags to riches story. On the contrary, I am glad to state I graduated to be a trainer, consultant and coach through University of Hard Knocks. An academic learning too. My initial business was selling posters door to door, and my sales teams rarely turned up. Sometimes, I had to sell all alone. So I trudged through the housing estates around the state of Perak, a central region of Malaysia. Knocking on doors, avoiding dog bites and making a little bit of money. Knocking on doors is tough, but it teaches you a lot about direct selling. I wanted to find an easier way. A more reliable way of making more and repeat sales after sales. So I started to further build my selling skills and knowledge by acquiring 2 professional degrees in business administration and marketing from Australia and UK respectively, whilst working as a boring lowly paid civil servant. My part-time selling activities were ticking along until it went bust. And the financial crisis wiped out my one-off customers. Back to square one. I was sitting there at midnight mulling over my options and feeling rather bleak. I had found out earning on the part-time was alright, but the lack of security was keeping me up at night. I looked up at all the classified ads. Fortunately, my application in the newspaper ads landed me a sales manager job in an international trading company. The company was called Hagarmeyer Trading Company. In short, HTC, Malaysia, located in Ipoh, Perak. This was my first taste of working with a well-known international brick-and-mortar business. Daily deals were on the rise. We had the products and budget to sell anything. We had thousands of daily prospects, reseller and wholesalers setups. It was a baptism of fire. I learned a lot. Within 6 months I was responsible fully for a business unit. The business did earn $5 million in its first year. Then, my home state in Selangor was a calling. I returned to my wife's home in S. Jaya for a job as a sales manager. It's a Malaysian second largest flavor and fragrance importer business in the country. Later, I was then promoted to a marketing manager and was responsible for getting every last bit of performance from the sales department. And we made sales. Lots of them. About 10,000 bottles a month. $12 million in revenue. Helped by 6 million monthly emails shots with the help of my sales team. During my time at this Relau chemical company, I was getting a lot of approaches for me to teach part-time on how this local company could make those kinds of volume sales. At night, on public holidays and on my own unpaid leave, I presented in the industry. They were conducted in their offices to help them see inside the engine of my selling strategies. As a result of my effective sales after sales selling tips and strategies talks, there was a demand from the public to train their salespeople. Initially, I declined many times but eventually relented. I wanted to see if my sales after sales skills, knowledge, and academic learning could be used by other businesses too. Then 3 years later, I left the corporate world and tried and almost failed to build my own training on sales courses, training and consulting business. On the hindsight, I did the typical things. The things everyone says you must do. Cold calls and email, networking, chasing referrals. For a short time, I did okay. But I was on the constant hamster wheel of chasing business and delivering news business. Doing proposals. Back and forth. Revenue was feast or famine. I had good months and bad ones, but there was no predictability about how many sales consultancy and trainings I would make. I didn't have control over my time or income. It took me 2 years to break the cycle. To simplify everything and distill it down, the sales after sales ways and methods into its core. Today, I take regular long vacations in Phuket, Thailand with my family. I don't work crazy hours and wake up every morning with a calendar full of business organizations who are keen to work with me. I still work hard, but I do it on my terms. Because I have a system on how to execute the tips and techniques regarding getting more and better sales from sales after sales. Listen. Most people love to complicate the process of selling things online and offline. I know I've made every mistake in the book on the tip and techniques regarding sales after sales. There are literally thousands of selling problems to solve concerning sales after sales issues. With your experience and my book, you can do that in your sleep. But how do you turn that real-world experience into a sales and marketing service you can get paid for? That's what the fail-safe selling model on sales after sales tips and techniques. And I detail every step inside this book. Here's just a fraction of what's inside, such as 1. Sending a personalized thank you. 2. Cross-selling with paired products or services. 3. Providing product training materials. 4. Offering support services. 5. Upgrading your packaging. And much, much more. Make no mistakes, the investment for this ebook is only $1 and you get it instantly. Why did I choose $1 Honestly, I plucked it out of the air. Well, really, I didn't see value in pricing it like those crappy US .99 Kindle books I download and never read. Or $19.95 like other writers write a typical printed sales book that has lots of fluff. So I choose US $1.99 as a no-brainer price. And our testing shows it's working. You get the book as a PDF or MS Word download. You can even read and watch on your phone, tablet or computer, or print out on your printer if you love buying overpriced printer cartridges. I figured you'd prefer get the book immediately, rather than having to wait a couple of weeks for the mailman. As soon as you place your order by email to josephsung@gmail.com today with an investment $1.99 or $19 you will receive by post or an email details with the download link where you can get it. From there you can download the book and read it. By the way, I want to make this as easy as possible. So here's my guarantee, a 100% risk-free guarantee you'll love this book and the relevant benefits. You can watch it in tube video training or I'll return your US $1.99 and let you can keep the ebook. That's right. You don't have to send anything back. Just email me your receipt and I'll give you back your USD $1.99 with no questions asked. Fair enough. Believe me, this is truly a limited offer, so claim your copy now before it expires. So, you should ask, send me the book upon receipt of my email and payment. PPS, lots of people skip straight to the bottom to find out how much something is and what's the deal. Again, I'm offering you a 115-page book that genuine outlines how to get high-paying prospect and customers even if nobody's ever heard of you. Don't forget this valuable ebook is just USD $1.99 or ERM 8.00. So what are you waiting for? Just advise your banker to credit your investment of $1.99 or its equivalent in ERM upon your receipt of our invoice. Thanks a million. End of book promo.